Okay. Okay. All right. We are recording. So, just for anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Kelly Patterson, and I have Sherry McConnell with me and Christine Kalinowski all joining us. Hey, and it's kind of planning the week. I know that we just finished the month of July. We're jumping in. It's August 2nd, so we're jumping in. It's free credits. Happy Free Credits Day! Yay!
Yes.
I haven't even looked yet. I don't even know how many credits I got this month or from last month. I know that if you got your certification, if you haven't got your certification, you're watching this replay, go get your certification on your Cloud Office. It's $25 in Thrive credits. You cannot transfer them. They are yours. So just keep that in mind. The other thing is we are in day 2 of a 12-day triple double commission. So if you haven't gotten it, keep working for it. Try to give your people a deadline and an incentive to get it in early. I'm going to read you guys what I sent out. I sent text messages out. I did post in my Facebook group or my messenger group. I do that. I always do that. Out of everybody in my front line, I had one person go, I'm in. One person. So I was like, yay. And so then at that point, I start to assume that people aren't seeing the messages or they're too busy, they're getting lost in their notifications. So I started sending text messages just directly. And I will tell you what I said. Let me find one. I sent out a bunch. Okay, so this is what I said. I sent these out yesterday. As soon as it launched yesterday morning, I started sending them out. So here's an example. I said, good morning, and I named my friend Angie. Good morning, Angie. That huge rebate is back. I only have 2 left because I did have that first person jump in. I only have 2 left if you want one. $240 back on the $400 pack. Plus, I'm drawing for a prize from all orders that go in this weekend. Hope you're having a great morning so far. And that's all I said. I copied and pasted that and sent that to multiple people, but I changed the name. That's always the first thing I do is make sure the name is the same. And from my text messages, I got yeses, because what I would do is that somebody else would go, yeah, count me in. So then my next one was I would come back and go, all right, now I just have 1. Let me know if you want the last one. Because I was telling them I only have 3. Well, 2 are gone. Now I have 1 left. So I was counting down. I started with 3, and then I had 2, and now I only have 1. I only 1 at the full 240. And so people are like, oh yeah, I want it. So when they see that the opportunity is, the window is closing, they were a whole lot quicker to jump in. I will tell you something that I did, and I know I normally don't promote the $200 pack as part of this. I mean, it is part of this, but I like to stick with the 400 and 800 because we don't get as much back on a $200 pack. We get, what's it back? We get like, is it $80 or $90 or something like $80, 90, something like that. That's all I don't remember. Like if it's double, it's like 30 on a 200. And if they triple it, right, it's $90. I could be wrong on my math, but so what I did do, I did this last time too, because I have a couple of friends who all they want is shakes or all they want is capsules. They don't want anything else. And so I was able to, I thought about this. I was like, how can I make this work for them? So for example, I had one friend who I have 2 friends who just wanted shakes. Now this time around, my sister just wanted capsules. So I did this. This is the deal I did for her. And she's my sister, so I threw in $10 more. So I said, blah, blah, blah. Let me find it. Just because I wanted to help her get the order in, it is a promoter pack. I will get triple commission. So I'll just throw in 10 more bucks and she can have a half back. Where did I put it? Sorry, gotta scroll through. Okay. She said, I want her more Thrive capsule. She was having issues with her billing address, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, there's a deal I can work for you if you want details, just for the capsules. And she says, she was, okay. And I said, well, let me figure it out. You'd order both. So she would order the $200 pack, ordering both the shakes and the capsules, have it shipped to her. And then I was going to give her, I just did. I gave her half back. Said, I'll give you half back, and then I'll swap you the capsules. I'll swap you some capsules for the shakes, like the value of it. So say if she sends me her 2 boxes of shakes, that's $80, right? If they're both vanilla, well, they're $80. And then so I'm going to give her back $80 in value on the capsules. So I said, I will send you a $60 box of capsules and I'll either give you $20 in credits or I'll Venmo you $20. She's like, okay. So, and I did this last time with people who just wanted shakes. I think there's a way you can get 5 boxes of shakes for $100. They were like, what? Okay. Because I kind of did that back with them too. And one of my friends, I ordered the shakes and sent them directly to her from Lavelle. They didn't come through me. She lives in Dallas. So I did that. So anyway, it just helped. So I did have a couple people do that last time. My sister did that today. I'm not advertising that as something I'm doing, but if I know they only want one step, that was something I offered, because at least I can get another pack in and get the triple, right, counting towards my triple. And then I have an incentive to give back to her. Does that make sense? So if you do 4 of those, right, you're double qualified, because if it's 4 200 packs, if you do 6 of those, you hit triple. It's a lot more to do, but for people who just want one step, I mean, it made sense to me. So I have friends who they just want the shakes or just want the capsules, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. You do you, whatever. Or if they're low on something, somebody the other day said, I don't need all 3 steps. And so I was trying to help her with that. But that's a thought. But I got no responses from my group message text except one person. And she's not even an active promoter. She's just my friend who orders as a promoter to get the deal. She's like Rodan and Fields anyway. But she and her husband thrive. I see you, Sherry. You're not in the dark anymore. So it's nice because she can get a deal from me. So she always orders a $400 pack when I have this special, and I give her the 240 back. She's typically one of the first 3 to jump in and say, I want one. So, but anyway, that's just a way to work the $200 pack. If you want, I just wouldn't start with that, start with the 8 and the 4, see if they, whatever. And then if they don't want to do that, or they don't need all 3 steps, then I offer that as an alternative. It's still a pack, right? So that helps. But we're still running that through the 12th. And I did give I gave my team through today. Well, the first 3 get 240. And then I went back in today and I said, all right, y'all, through tonight, this weekend, today only, half back. Because that's what Starla's doing. So I'm doing what she's doing. She told us as soon as it launched, this weekend only, Sunday's the last day. Cutting it off. And then she hit triple commission in like an hour and a half. So, but giving it a deadline, I think, helps people. They feel like they're going to miss out, then they are quicker to jump in. Anyway, but yeah, I do like to give the full 240 back only to the first 3 people, and then after that it's half. And I did most through today, and I may open it back up later in the week, because I know some people, maybe didn't get paid yet or whatever. Typically though, if it launches on a Saturday and Friday's a payday, unless they're on the alternate weeks, so not everybody gets paid every Friday. Some people are every 2 weeks. So I may open it back up Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shut down completely, but I was trying to give people a deadline, because if you give people the whole entire time, because I've done this, they will wait till the night it's ending and go, oh my God, I forgot to get my pack in. And then I'm like on pins and needles going, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So I stopped doing that. I can't give the whole time, because then people drag their feet and don't do it. Anyway, so that was that.
Kelly, I can honestly, I'm going to chime in here and say, for probably the first 2 years, and I'm being absolutely honest, I never understood double triple commission as a promoter. And so I never offered it, didn't know how to work the system, but I always watched Starla do it. And it took me listening to Starla, Maria, Sheila over and over again. And I'm so serious. I mean, 2 years that I would just could not click on it. And finally, one day, I was like, oh my gosh, I finally get it. I finally get it. And I understood it. And whenever I understood it, I took off like a rocket. And it was go time every single time. And then as time went on, my promoters started seeing that what I was doing, and they would follow my lead, saying half off promoter packs, $400 packs, whatever. I would instantly call them and say, okay, do you really honestly know what this entails? You have to have the 3 or the 4 sold whenever it was 4 at one time, in order to be able to offer that half off. So anyway, yeah, I mean, you can use it to your advantage, really, really, really. But it took me a long time to really listen, and then get it figured out. And then once I did, that was it. And now, of course, like Starla, I've learned put a time limit on it, and don't give all of the details. Don't word vomit. Give minimal details on it, and then make it work to your advantage for sure. I mean, you can even offer $120 off. I mean, whatever it is that you are able to do, make that work to your advantage. So it doesn't have to be the whole $240 in commissions off, or the $200. It does not matter. You make it work. It's your deal. It's your business. So that's what I've learned. And I just wanted to throw that in there that, yeah, it took me a long time to get it figured out and everything. And then to teach my promoters, okay, this is exactly what you have to do in order to make it work for your advantage. So anyway, but yes, it's an amazing opportunity to bring in your volume, bring in new promoters, and then build that waiting room up so that you can pass that waiting room on to somebody that's ready to hit ranks or whatever you want to do with that. So,
Yep. Good point. Good point. KK, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, actually, I do. I know when it comes to the doing offering something in a rebate back, and some of my promoters are more like customers. They don't really promote, or they're not doing much. I think they'd like to. So I've always, not always, but most of the time, I would throw out there into my group to encourage them to post something back in a rebate to offer their friends and family and promoters that they may have under them that are really more like customers, to at least offer it to them, because you never know who's going to take it and want it. But what I've offered to them, because a lot of times they're afraid, they're like, well, what if I only sell one and then I'm stuck out of pocket all this extra money, because I've told them they're going to get this much back. I told them, well, just at least get 2. Even if you only get 2 and you've offered them, 200 back, I'll pay forward my commission to you to help you, so you're not out of pocket any extra cash for whatever you want to offer. And the few times that I've had someone do that, they wound up getting 3 anyway. So a lot of times they're just afraid to put it out there, afraid they're not going to get their 2 or 3. So I just try to encourage them to let them know, I'll help you with paying forward what I get, so you're not out of a lot of money paying back in rebates. And the few times, like I said, that someone's done it, one of my promoters has done it, they did wind up getting their 3 altogether. So just wanted to throw that out there too, because it's not really money out of my pocket. It's just my commission. I'm paying it forward. I'm getting the volume under my team, and they're getting volume as well underneath them. So that's the way I look at it.
That's a good point. And I know too, when Starla did, if y'all saw the live that she did yesterday morning, and she says this every time we have this promo is don't start with the mindset of what if I don't get it. Start with the mindset of
Mhm.
getting it and keep messaging, keep messaging, keep messaging until you get those 3 people, right? And I know too, I mean, and I don't think if I've done it, it's been earlier on. If I have like 2 and I need my third, once in a while, I'll order under Todd's account because he's direct to me, but I rarely have to do that. And that was
Yeah.
long ago. I haven't had to do that in forever. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely starting with the mindset of I am getting my 3. This is happening and I'm going to keep messaging people till I do.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I do, and a lot of times if I have my 2, or I have my 3, and I haven't bought one, and I want one, I'll reach out to Charlie and say, Charlie, do you need another one? If you do, I'm here for you. I'll order one for you. And if he's at that 2, then I'm like, count me in. You've got me as your third one. So I always try to help the one, my upline as well, to make sure, if he needs that other one to be purchased. And if not, and I need, like you, Kelly, if I need my third one, I'll just order it under Walt's account. So
yeah, do what you got to do.
yep, yep. I always try to think of everybody else too.
Right. Well, and two, I had a situation where, and it's so my friend who is direct to me, this back in June when we did this before, she placed the order under her husband. Well, he's not direct to me. So I don't remember if I talked to you, Sherry, or if I talked to Starla, but it was like, okay, as long as I can keep her inactive, it rolled to me anyway.
Yeah.
So another thing, if you have frontline people who are inactive,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe a level down from them, maybe some of those people. So going down a level,
Yeah.
levels down, because maybe some of those people would like this deal. So kind of thinking outside the box. I know Betty did that last time around too. She got a ton of promoter packs in because she did that leapfrog thing because she had some inactive level 1s, so she went to her level 2s, and I did make sure I told my friend, I said, don't order anything because if you become active, because she hadn't ordered the month before either, if you become active, I don't have any way to pay you back this money, so don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that worked. That time. So, but yeah, definitely digging down a level and seeing, especially under your inactive people.
Mm-hmm.
Promoters.
Yeah, I've got a few of those, and I think last time I did reach out to a couple of them that were underneath someone who has been inactive for like over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised their account is still open because
Yeah,
they haven't ordered in so long. So yeah,
but it
I
would
need
roll
to.
up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is, but anyway, yeah, and I would encourage, and I'm going to put this back out in my messenger group too. Don't rely on posting to be how you get people. Messaging, messenger, text messages. Like I swear, all of mine were text messages. I've had 5 or 6 go in, and all were text messages except for that one initial post in messenger group where in my front line where one person goes, nobody else came out of that. It was all direct messages because I just don't think they look at them, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're running around or whatever. And so I didn't want my, some of the ones who typically do order that from me, I didn't want them to miss out. And I knew that if they had, you know what I mean? They probably were running errands, whatever they were doing, busy with their kids. And I was like, hey, by the way, I only have 2, or, oh, I only have 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, so.
And I have a question. I have a question for both of you. I know I've had probably in the last couple of months, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 people set up a free account that I don't know. I don't have them on Facebook. I think I mentioned this on the last call. What are your thoughts on reaching out to them or sending them either a text message because they have their phone number in their account set up, or an email of some ways letting them know about this deal, or or give them the option, I have this where you get almost 3 months for 200, or I can offer you, you know, half off 1 month. If that, you know, if the larger package is too much for them at the time. Have y'all reached out to
Mhm.
any of those?
If they have their phone number, I text them because I think I
Okay.
did that once. I'm like, you just email? She's like, no, I've got their phone number. I text them and I say, hey, I'm your Thrive girl. Just want to touch base, you know, introduce myself, and here's the specials going on. I'm just here to keep you updated and help you when you're ready to order or whatever. And sometimes it's good to say, or, you know, tell me what you're looking for. Are you looking for weight loss? Do you want to sleep better? Do you need mental focus, energy? What's your goal? And then ending with a question, and then, you know.
See if they'll answer or reply.
And if you guys haven't heard of that book that Lisa Fuller talked about the other day called Exactly What to Say, have you heard about that? The audiobook is on YouTube right now for free. I found.
Ordered that from Amazon, and then I
Did
saw
you?
whenever we were on Betty's Zoom on Friday, and then you said you saw it on Amazon.
It's, let me show. No, it's on YouTube.
Oh yes, YouTube.
It might play. I don't want it to play, but some person.
Words to consider. I'm sure you are now.
He's got a British accent, but somebody put the audiobook on YouTube. I'm already almost over. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes, the whole thing, which is not a very long book. And he even says there's a whole psychology behind what you say. It's either creating in that person a sense of, oh, I need to answer, because, you know, there's psychological, the wording hits psychologically hits people in certain ways. You know, like, I'm guessing you haven't had time to look at the thing that I sent you. Well, you're letting them off the hook, right? But you're also kind of holding them accountable. And they can say graciously, yeah, I've been so busy. Or they can say, oh, no, I saw it. But that way you kind of let them off the hook so they don't feel guilty about not reading your email or watching the video or whatever they've done. So that's one example. And I know the first time I heard Lisa Fuller say it, and I'm sure she got it out of this book, because I think I heard him say it too, is that if you reached out to people after a while and they don't say anything back, it's not that they're ghosting you, it's that they're really busy or whatever. Just assume that they're busy. It's not that they don't want to talk to you, but to reach back out and go, you know, did I say something to offend you? Because I really want to help you and get your questions answered. And the minute you say that, well, they don't want to offend you. So they'll come back and respond one way or another. And if they don't, then you can just check them off your list. But first time I heard Lisa say that, I was like, wow, that's direct. That's direct.
Yeah. Can you share it? Can you share that link? I think in YouTube,
Yeah.
you can click share and via text or.
Let me click the link.
That way I make sure I get the right one.
And it's a really good recording. It's
Okay.
I've heard some that it sounds like a computer is reading it, and I'm like, no, I'm not even going to waste my time on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll send it to you. But it's called Exactly What to Say, and but yeah, you can just listen to it on YouTube. But he explains why what the wording does psychologically to the, and why it compels them to want to respond to you, because they don't want to, you know. They don't want to hurt your feelings, and sometimes they feel like that if I do this, will you, kind of thing. You know, if I send you this, will you watch this and give me your honest feedback? So a question like that, you know, because you're doing them a favor, sort of, you know, it's kind of a give and take. All right, let me know if you get it. I just sent it on your phone.
I did. Yep, it came across.
Okay, I'll send it to you, Sherry. I don't know if I sent it to you or not.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that I am that Thriver Elite Nation. So Kayla Fox is starting this 90-day push. If you can find it, and if I think I've invited y'all, and if you're watching this replay on this video and you don't know what we're talking about, reach out to one of us or whatever, and we'll try to help you get that link. But she's not playing, and she's so, what's the word? She's motivational, but she's just like, this is happening. You know, if you listen to our videos, this is happening. We are doing this. You are made to do hard things. We can do hard things. You know, we're not afraid of the storm. We are the storm. And when you listen to her, you're like, dang, you know, she's so confident she's got to be what, 30? I don't know how young. But she did come up with this contact goal. I mean, she says use a number color star when you make a new contact, try to get to 200. So I haven't started this. I haven't recorded anybody that I've contacted, but I need to do that. And then the habit tracker. And somebody came up with an even better habit tracker. And it was like, practice gratitude, move my body, drink water. It was stuff like that. Go live, do my reach outs. And it was a list. And that's also on that page as well. But anyway, auto ships run the 5th. Today's the 2nd. So make sure you're not waiting till the 4th to reach out to your customers. It is Free Credits Day. Try to help your customers start for free. This would be a good time too, I think, to anybody that has an auto ship that's getting ready to run on the 5th to reach out to them double, triple.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was on mute. Yep.
Because their order's going to run anyway. And,
Yeah.
well, and then technically by the end of it, the 15th. So, you know, anybody that's even running on the 15th as well, because this runs on the 12th. So, and I know too, some people do, and I think I've seen Starla do this. They'll maybe offer half back to their current promoters, but somebody brand new, they would offer the full 240 just to help somebody get on board. So that's just another idea as well. It's your own business. You don't have to give, like, you know, you don't have to give anything back. You don't have to give all of it back. You can give back $50. It's up to you. It's whatever y'all want to do. I know for me, this is what made me click the promoter button, was this. It was July 4th, 2016. I remember, because she posted something, 3 months for about the price of one. And I was like, how does that work? And that's how I clicked the button, was to get a deal. So don't count people out if they just want a deal, because eventually they may decide they want more than that, or they need more than that, or it's something they can fall back on that they didn't realize they could do that with. So I'm done. Anybody else want to throw anything else? No. Sherry, anything from you?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Ready to get our stuff for tomorrow's Zoom in the morning, 8 o'clock.
Okay. I will see you at 8 o'clock. All right. Well, it's good to see you, KK, and good to see you.
All right. Y'all too.
And I'll get this uploaded to the YouTube channel. So I don't know, KK, I don't know if you're subscribed yet, but if you do, notifications.
You know, I haven't. I need to. I don't do YouTube a lot, unfortunately. I guess if you have a link to one, send it to me. I'm bad. I'm not real good at searching YouTube stuff.
No, it's okay. I started a channel just because I needed a place for all these videos to land.
Yeah.
So I will send you a link. I've kind of fallen in love with YouTube because, again, I listen to so many motivational speakers. Like right now, one of the things I'm listening to, and I found this through my YouVersion, one of my Bible plans, is Craig Groeschel. I don't know who he is. He's the pastor of Life Church, which is, they're the ones who started YouVersion. That's their baby. They created this online Bible app. So, and he does leadership conferences. They have like 8 campuses across the country. I don't know what their membership is, but I've been listening to some of his leadership. He does a podcast, but they also, so the podcast, when I listen to one, it downloads such a large file to my phone, it's kind of annoying. So I just go to YouTube and find them on his channel, and then I don't have to download and waste my data. But anyway, long story short, I will send you the link. And anyway, and then just tell y'all, I know you will, just tell your teams about tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and we'll go from there. So thanks for showing up. Good to see y'all.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you both for your leadership.
Right. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good week.
Okay.
All right.
You too.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.